In the heart of Lagos, where the streets never sleep, lived a quiet 12-year-old girl named Emily. She had big, curious eyes and loved asking questions. Every day after school, Emily passed Mama Soda's food shop. And right beside it, on the same corner, sat an old beggar. He wore torn clothes and shook a small tin cup. Some people gave him money. Others ignored him. But Emily always greeted him kindly. "Good afternoon, sir," she'd say with a smile. And he'd whisper back, "Thank you, child. Be careful who you trust." Emily never understood what he meant. But one rainy evening, everything changed. She had forgotten her schoolbook at Mama Soda's shop and ran back. But when she passed the corner, the beggar was gone. Only his red mat remained. And beside it, a long, shiny black feather. Curious, Emily picked it up. Suddenly, a whisper floated in the air.
"Midnight, midnight."
She turned quickly. No one was there. That night, in her bedroom, Emily couldn't sleep. The feather lay on her desk, glowing faintly. Then, at midnight, someone knocked on her window. She opened the curtain, no one. But a note had appeared on the sill. It read, "The sacrifice happens at midnight. Don't speak. Don't scream. Just watch." Emily froze. What sacrifice? Who left that? The next moment, she found herself outside. Her feet had moved on their own. In the darkness, 5 people in black robes stood in a circle. And in the middle, was the beggar. But now, he didn't look poor. His voice was firm as he said, "She touched the black feather. She opened the gate. Now, she must see." They brought out a mirror. But not a normal one. It was glowing, swirling, alive. When they lifted it toward her, Emily saw strange things, her neighbors walking like sleepwalkers at night. Mama saw chanting strange words, even her teacher, Mr. Benson, carrying feathers into a dark, windowless house. She closed her eyes. But when she looked again, the mirror showed her. Alone. In the circle. Suddenly, she woke up in her room. The feather was still there. The mirror too. But the note had vanished. At school the next day, she acted normal. But then she saw something that made her blood run cold. A black feather, sticking out of Mr. Benson's briefcase. He smiled at her and said, "Come on, Emily. Don't be afraid." That was the same thing the beggar told her before the sacrifice. Later, she snuck back into the classroom. Opened his briefcase. Inside, black feathers, red powder, and a list, with her name on top. The door closed behind her. Benson stood there. "You weren't supposed to see this, Emily," he said calmly. "Now, you're part of it." Emily ran. She hid under a small bridge near her house and pulled out the mirror. "Please," she whispered. "What's happening?" The mirror glowed. It showed a building with bird statues, and a clock. Ticking fast. It stopped at midnight. Then came a message, "The next sacrifice is in 2 nights. One must be given, or one will be taken." Emily panicked. If no one was given, someone would be taken. Who? She looked at her little brother David, sleeping peacefully beside her. No, not him. On the final night, she returned to the corner. The red mat was gone. But the beggar was there, dressed in a long black robe. "You came," he said. "That means, you're ready." "Ready for what?" Emily asked. "To make a choice." Then David appeared in the circle. Floating. Eyes closed. Emily screamed, "No. Leave him alone." The beggar said calmly, "Then give us a name." Emily held up the mirror and pointed it at him. I give you the one who started it. The mirror flashed. The beggar screamed as a dark shadow pulled him into the ground. David floated gently back to the floor. The robed figures vanished. The mirror turned to dust. The next morning, everything seemed normal again. People smiled. Bosses honked. Mama sold food like nothing ever happened. But Emily knew the truth. The red mat never came back. The beggar was never seen again. And nobody remembered him. Except her. As she held her brother's hand and walked past the shop, a whisper floated in the air: not every beggar is truly poor, and not every child is truly powerless. Emily smiled. Because now, she knew too much.